Hi, Barry Foster here, and welcome back to the Northern Irish Job. This is episode number 7 with the police service in the third tier of football in Northern Ireland. And today we've got a Clearer Water Irish Cup first round match against Institute. Institute are a championship side, so it's going to be interesting to see how we fare against a team from a higher league. But before we get to that game, let's have a quick look at the schedule and what's been happening since the Steel and Sons Cup final. We played Queen's University, our owners, and that was a pretty hard-fought 2-2 draw. I must admit, we scored a 93rd minute goal by, a 95th minute goal by Jack Conlon, and that was a looping header from, would you believe, a corner. So that gave us a 2-2 result. I wasn't really upset about that because Queen's University played really well. It is like a rivals game since Queen's University owns the police service club, so I wasn't disappointed. We then went away to Port Stewart and they thumped us 4-1. Now that was a really strange sort of a game. We had better XG. We didn't play badly. They scored 2 screamers from outside the box. They were both free kicks. They were as good as what you'd see in the English Premier League, and their keeper made save after save. He just denied us constantly. So we ended up losing that game 4-1. And then in the last match, we were home to Limavady in the league. We beat them 4-2. That was a good turnaround of, form. And Hannah, Moore, Whiteside and McFeely all got the goals that day. So when we take a very quick look at the table, police service sitting on 33 points, Warren Point on 29 with Armagh also on 29 and Mayola Park sitting on 26. So we're still holding a 4-point lead. But today we do have the Institute, and as I said before, they are a championship side. Currently, they're struggling a little bit. They're in 9th position. They're only 2 points away from the relegation playoff zone, so they're not having a great season, but they are a semi-professional side just like us. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we fare against a side from a higher division. And also, very quickly, we'll take a look at transfers, because a few things have been happening. Varenka and Zabrutinu, I probably screwed that name up, that they have both left us. And we knew that because that was all locked in before I came to the game, because remember, we are playing the game on the real world scenario, I think they call it. But we've also had some players coming in. I think I did mention to you Ross Lavery in the last episode, a left winger. He made his way into the club. Kai Beck, he's also come in, a 19-year-old keeper. I didn't sign him. This was all arranged before I came to the club. Well, I guess he's not too bad with those attributes. William Warwick came in, a 37-year-old central defender or midfielder, pace of 4. Sorry, William, I showed you the door straight away, and he went straight to Port Stewart. So good luck, William, with Port Stewart. Sam Morrow came in to the club. Once again, I had nothing to do with this signing. A 21-year-old winger, left or right. I think his attributes, I think, are pretty good. Owen Mandine, now, this was one of my signings, a 20-year-old midfielder. Mainly signed him to be a ball-winning midfielder. I quite like the attributes that he's got already. He's only 20 years of age, so I think he could be a very good addition to the squad. And finally, Joshua Logan came in, only 22, central defender, pace of 4. Sorry, Joshua, you were shown the door straight away. I don't want central defenders with the pace of 4. So that's what's been happening with the transfers in and out. But today it's the Clearer Water Irish Cup first round. I guess we've done very well to get to the first round. So let's go and play Institute. And here's the starting 11 for today. O'Brien between the sticks, Hamilton, Graham, Mitchell and Bryce across our back line. Whiteside, Cochrane, Hannah and Maguire in midfield. Moore and Doyle will lead the attacking line. And on the bench, We've got McGill, Conlon, Ferguson, Blackstock, Medine, Lavery and McPhilly. Now, I've got 7 subs. Very quickly, if we go to the rules of this competition, as you can see, 5 subs can be used in 3 stoppages plus 1 during extra time from a maximum of 7 named. Now, in the previous round of this competition, I had 7 subs on the bench. As soon as I tried to go to the game, I got a warning saying that I had too many substitutes. I was only supposed to have 5. So that might happen again today. Let's see if it does. Oh, okay, it's made a complete liar of me. Okay, well, that's Murphy's Law for you. Believe me, it did happen in the previous round. Let's get to the dressing room. Let's have a chat to the boys. Okay, look, we'll just go for the top one, I think. I was hoping for another team talk there, but it didn't show up. Let's get straight to the game, and away we go. I was going to say very quick highlight, but he's an early corner for the police service. Short corner. Doyle has been in pretty good form. And he sends it in, far post. That's been headed away, but Mitchell can retrieve it. Maybe we can mount another attack. Hamilton pops it up in the air, and Whiteside didn't win the header, and it goes out. Not a very exciting highlight. I've just seen 269 people in attendance. I thought we might have had a few more since the Institute come from the championship, but that's a pretty good shot, which I think hit the frame of the goal. So we escaped a bullet there. That was a fiercely hit shot. Now a throw for the Institute. Now they're playing in a similar strip to Manchester City. I hope they don't play like City. That's a pretty poor cross, and Bryce probably should have done better. That was a lazy sort of a header. Oh, and there's striker O'Neill. Well, maybe he should have done better there, but I think it's been deflected. So, yep, it's a corner. So a bit of defending to do here. That's been headed away by, I think, Graham. So early possession has gone to the police service, I think well over 60% at the moment. Hopefully we can use it wisely. Now Hannah. Wilson is still, he's almost back from his injury. Certainly not fit enough to take part in this game. But Hannah's done pretty well in midfield, I must admit. Now Mitchell can push it out to Maguire. And Maguire's done well. He's kept Houston on the bench for quite a number of rounds. Now Hannah, Cochrane, he can hit it from there if he wants to. Well, a bit of a toe poke. I thought he was going to really drive his laces through it, but he didn't. And we called out a bit of a encouragement to the boys, only a quarter of an hour into the game. But they're holding their own at the moment. Now Hannah, ooh, was that Doyle, he should have done better. But he put it well and truly wide. Okay, highlight now. Briers with a throw. Police service still are holding around about 60% possession. Maguire had his cross blocked. Now Briers, he goes far post. Keeper punches it away. That was a good punch by the keeper. But that's a pretty poor ball. That'll go straight down to O'Brien. Now here's Briers. Mitchell. Now young Hannah. Now Maguire. Can he beat his man? Put your foot down, son, and get your cross in. Not a bad cross. Moore tried a header. Now Cochrane, he's had his shot blocked. Now Maguire, I thought he was going to maybe pull the trigger, but he didn't. Now Bryce sends it back to Cochrane. Unless they're keeping possession, famous last words, went straight to the keeper. And he pumps it straight down the park, but we've got it back. Now Whiteside, He's got a bit of room out there and he sends his cross in, but that's been well defended. Oh, clips the top of the crossbar. That wasn't a bad effort. Okay, maybe 5-6 minutes before the break. And this is Institute with possession. There's a shot. Oh, I think O'Brien got his hand to that. So it's going to be another corner through the visitors. Another corner to defend. This chap's injured. That's been headed and cleared. A free kick. Fair way out. Oh dear. He's offside? He is. Yes, phew. I thought he was offside. And that's it. Half-time at the Dub. It's 0-0 between the Police Service and Institute. A fairly, I was going to say even first 45 minutes. I think the Police Service have had slightly the better of the game. Let's go and chat to the boys. Let's point the old finger and I didn't mean to do that. Oh dear. I was a little bit quick there with a click. I didn't mean to do a talk about the fans, but we'll live with it. I was going to say something quite different. That might not have been a very good thing to do, and that's a ballooning header over the bar. No trouble there for O'Brien. Yes, I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with the clicks. Here's another highlight with the Police Service in possession. I was thinking of making maybe 1 or 2 substitutes as we're getting close to. That's a shocking pass. That was a really bad pass. And that's a pretty awful shot, I must admit. Well and truly over the bar. Let's make a first substitution of the game. Look, I think I'll bring on McFeely for Doyle. Doyle's not having really a great game, so we'll give him a bit of a run. I think at the moment we'll leave... I think we'll bring on Owen Medine as well. Why not? He can substitute Cochrane, and he will play the ball-winning midfielder. I've got quite high hopes for that Owen Medine. Okay, another highlight, and it's a throw for the Institute. Hannah is getting pretty tight out there, but here comes across. This should be O'Brien. Well, he flapped at it. And McFeely didn't read the ball there very well. So Institute keep possession. It's Mitchell. Now Maguire pumps it long looking for more, but he doesn't win the header. But here's Medine. Good interception. What can he do? He goes down. No penalty. Maguire puts it over the bar. Well... thought that was heading up for or leading to a goal. Now a corner, short corner, wide side. Now this is Hannah. Will he try a shot? No, he plays it all the way back to Medine. Oh well, Graham stood there, and that's been intercepted. So this is a pretty good break for the Institute. But Medine wins the possession back. Now Maguire plays it out to McFeely. He's got a bit of room out there to work with. And he cuts it back to Medine. He can have a shot if he wants to. Oh, what's he doing? He's a bit... Well, he finally does get a shot. But Doherty made a pretty good save. Wasn't quite too sure what Medine was doing. Thought he was going to pull the trigger, but Hamilton now... he should drive this maybe far post. And he takes his time, but he sends it in far post. Well, that beats everyone, but Moore just... no, he doesn't keep it in. And we made a quick substitution. Blackstock's come on for Hannah. Here's a cross for Whiteside, and he's done it. His 8th goal of the season. He has broken the deadlock in the 79th minute. Whiteside, he won that heading duel. He's been a little bit up and down in recent weeks with his form, but that was a pretty good header. Maguire with the cross. Oh yes, he directed it away from the keeper, maybe off the post, but we'll take it. And we've made another quick substitution. Conlon has come on for Hamilton. So Conlon at left back. Well, 3 minutes of added time. This might be the last highlight in this match. All we've got to do is keep possession. Don't have to do anything fancy. And they're doing it very nicely. This is Maguire. He can take it to the corner if he wants to. He'll probably go for a cross. No, a bit of a heavy touch, and that's out for a goal kick, but it's full time. And the police service have defeated Institute 1-0 in this Clearer Water Irish Cup first round match, courtesy of a Ryan Whiteside goal in the 79th minute. That's a pretty good result, I reckon. Let's go and chat to the boys. Well, I think that was pretty special, really, beating a championship side. So we'll tell that to the boys. I think they liked it very, very much. And we'll get straight to messages. Okay, McCarthy takes charge at Queen's University. Yes, so they got rid of their manager. McFeely gets one over on Institute. Yeah, McFeely, a former Institute player. He did certainly do that. And yes, Police Service win in the first round of the Clearer Water Irish Cup. And Black is absolutely delighted with the win. I've got to agree with you there. I'm not quite sure if we've got our next opponent. No, they're unknown. Around about mid-October, that will be coming up. So our next game is in, 7 days' time, away to Armagh. That'll be a pretty tough game. Armagh sitting in third position. Let's have a look at our schedule. I think what we'll do in future, I'll only show you cup games if we get to a semi-final and we've got a chance of maybe playing in another cup final. So let's concentrate on the league. And I think what we'll try and do, we'll really try and skip ahead. How about we go all the way down to Queen's University? That'll be our next video game. That'll be a home game for both teams because both teams use the dub. But they're a fierce rival. That should be a pretty tough match. And then we've only got 4 matches after that until the end of the season. So the Queen's University game will be the next video game. A pretty good result today, I must admit. I didn't think we were going to beat Institute, but we did in the end. Thankfully for a late goal in the match from Whiteside. So I hope you have enjoyed the video for today. If you have, if you'd like to leave a thumbs up, that'd be great. If you wish to leave a comment, please do. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster saying it's goodbye from me.